Greetings, everyone. Solomon here. It's work time. It's time for me to go work at the radiology department. 10:30 at night, January 8th. It's Monday. And here I am. I shift gears, if you will. And now I'm at work mode. I am programmed and robotically inserted into the matrix to work as thus. And that's what it is. All these cars in the parking lot you see here in the facility and whatnot, they too have the same level of programming, and it's just not me. It's just the power gap. It's just, natural when you have that level of power, economic power that is real. If you build something, they will come. If there's a parking space, someone will just park in it. It provided that this is New Jersey or it's a densely populated area demographically. Some asshole will just show up and park in that space. Why do they do it? Where is their alternative motive? You don't know, but what you do know is that there's going to be an asshole, and they're going to occupy that space for whatever reason. That is called competition. So, in real life, you can't be too complacent. You can't be too lazy, because someone will take your space, naturally take your space, because people are assholes. They just, like rats. They like, why the fuck did you go in the food cabinet when there's no food? They're just curious. Sometimes they're just curious, or they're just assholes, and they're hungry and stupid and just want to go everywhere and dig around looking for stuff, to scrimmage and take things, and you're like, why are you being an asshole? Because they're assholes. People are the same way. Rats are assholes. People are assholes. Like, they don't even know why they're stealing money sometimes. Like, okay, you stole all this money, and now you can't stop stealing money because it's your rat-like habit to be stealing people's money all the time, because you don't have anything else better to do with your time and your life, and you're just getting dopamine hits off of, stealing from people. And sadly, that's what it is. So, normal people are conditioned just to work all the time and make money. I mean, they're still assholes, it's just that they're less evil. I know how this works because I'm an asshole myself, so, what comes around goes around. And that's what it is. I wish there was more to this. Like, you're working to better society. You're working to upgrade society. You're working... There comes a point where it's just like, you're not going to be changing anything. Society needs millions, billions of dollars, not just like hundreds and tens and 20s and, lay people shit, I would argue that hundreds of thousands of dollars can't even help a normal ass family. So, what do you do? Where do we go from here? Maybe people are just meant to be rat bastards working the rat race, and they just complain about it, I don't know. There is really no solution except to read Marcus Aurelius's ancient Roman emperor private journal, Meditations. He too went through this, and he's like, chill bro, you got this. There have been emperors, kings, and queens before you, and it too shall pass. So whatever you're going through, just chill out. And then he's like, does all my accomplishments amount to anything? He's like, no, bro. That's your ego. Again, just chill the hell out. Yeah, you want to do great things, but again, there have been great kings and queens, who've written their names on the walls, and they too have gone. There's just so much ego. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to become number one, I need to be doctor, lawyer, etc. I need to have the most money, blah blah blah. I need to save the world, kids, blah blah blah. And it's always about the ego. It's just like, oh, your name can be on the, oh, you can get this new pharmaceutical or this new product, for half off. Again, with the ego thing. And Marcus Aurelius is like, no, just sit the fuck down, chill out. You bought all these scam products and whatever. You're still probably going to be a very similar person, despite the product. And your job is to chill out and to breathe. Breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. And your job, for your own personal best interest is not to be an egotistical maniac writing your name on everything, but it's just to be the best human being you can, whether it's on paper or on the wall or whatever. It's just you have to do you, and that's something that I definitely need in my life. This awareness of why the hell am I doing things, termed as social validation. Am I just doing these things so I could be socially validated, so my neighbors can think I have money, so that I could brag to people that I don't need to live in their matrix cage system? The more fucks you don't give, the better. If you can drive to work in a 1990s Civic and everyone else is driving a Lamborghini, then you're saving a lot of money. And if you're driving a Lamborghini and God forbid something happens to it, the insurance goes up, your car insurance is high, you have to pay the deductible is going to raise, whatever. And you're super cautious and worried that there's a scratch in your car, and your weekend was spent repairing the car and all this other stuff, blah 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 blah, and whatever. So more of this like nagging, bitching, like rat finks kind of shit going on. Again, I don't have anything to prove. It's just like, you should read this book called Marcus Aurelius Meditations, or at least hear it on audio tape. But is that anything different than like Buddha? It's like, oh, there are like 4 pillars of life. Life is suffering, and no one wants to hear about dying and whatever, but it's timeless peace, suggesting that whatever you do, just chill the fuck out. Don't do all these crazy things, and everyone dies and stuff in the end, which means just chill the hell out. If the TV's turned off, if your Netflix subscription gets cut off, if the power goes out, if your best friend dies and being shipped overseas, you're supposed to like chill out. It'll be your time one day too. Like, chill the hell out. God forbid your child dies or whatever. Same thing, where your parent dies. You're not supposed to be freaking out. Or you have this like terminal illness. You're not supposed to be freaking out. You're just supposed to like So it's supposed to be like one day we will, your time will come, and that's up to the gods or whatever, and shit, you know. So all this like anxiety you have about being number one and top dog and a lawyer and doctor will eventually subside, because baseline, you've reached homeostasis, which is also kind of complacent. It's always a fight between me and having this anxiety. I need to produce, I need to make more money. I'm in the primitive capital accumulation phase and whatnot. So are the rest of these people. I just want money, money, money. And perhaps your life is just make money, 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 because you're an ugly fuck. And it's just like, what else do you have going for you? It's just like, damn. I mean, you're gonna work a 9-to-5 job somewhere. Unless you're good at online marketing and networking with people and are outgoing. Are you very outgoing? Okay, are you that good looking that you can get people to buy things, basically? Are you well articulated enough to convince people to persuade someone, to influence someone to buy stuff from you? Are you naturally that good? And if you are, great, but for the rest of us, we're probably just victims of these like salespeople. Because they're good looking, because they got blonde hair, blue eyes, they're 6 feet tall, and they're gonna sell you the newest, vitamin or whatever, and they have you, buying their candy and shit, and you're just another one of their victims. So, what is this? Is this my profound Monday into Tuesday morning? I mean, no. I'm 38 years old. I have, I've been working for the past 8 years. There's nothing new. Can you imagine being in kindergarten for the past 8 fucking years? That's what this is like. At some point you graduate and you'll have enough money to move out and do whatever the hell you want, or you can just do nothing at all. You just stay in your parents' house. It's always about that anxiety, that drive everyone has for social validation. I need a girlfriend, I need to be a doctor, a lawyer, I need to make money so women can like me. All that social anxiety and social validation, if we can just cut that from the brain, what would happen? Sex drive would go down, libido would go down, your ambitions would probably go down, just because, you're like a rat. And that's what happens to rats. You want to become the supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, like, you're basically just like a rat bastard, surrounded by other rat bastards. And the pinnacle of your life is like, I have a wife and 2 kids and my own place. Maybe that's it. I don't know. That's what it was for my manager, my supervisor at the hospital. A wife and 2 kids, and then he was on, telling me how he had to get child care for his fucking daughter during COVID. That was probably super annoying for him to do. So, did he do the right thing? Well, he found someone, a wife that he loved, and that was his dream. Marry his online sweetheart. Marry his high school sweetheart. Which is what most guys do. Again, with the girlfriend thing. You know. Maybe that's my goal as well. I guess that's just the meta. If you're a guy, if you have a penis, you're gonna be chasing around girls until you get married, and that's just how it is. You know, and then you're gonna be angst about making money and achieving, your promotions and all this stuff, and whatever. I don't know. I don't have anything else to tell you. If that's what you want to do with your life, that's what you want to do with it. Or you could just went out on vacation, off grid, and just ran around naked, and you didn't have bills to pay, but you would have to deal with the cold, and it does actually get pretty fucking cold at night, all across the globe. I don't know. Maybe that's what you want to do too. I don't know. Do what you gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do. Working, making money, and I'm just another rat in the cage, smashing pumpkins. And that's what it is. It never changed. Make money. Lay people. Make money. So that's what my boss would tell me. My old boss would tell you, make money. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna keep questioning things and have all this anxiety. What should I be doing? What's my life? When you're in the zone, when your mind's occupied, just do your own thing and stop caring until your shift is over and all is well in the world. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace out. Thank you for watching.